Hi there guys, this is Farmer Bob and a warm welcome to my latest map that I've built during this coronavirus lockdown. I thought it'd be good to just make a quick map. This was a 1 week build, so yeah, though it's only 1 week, but I really put in a lot of hours into making this map and getting it error free and working as it should. Although it's quite impressive to think that you can build a map in 1 week. The map's name is Smallville, and you'll quickly see there's some credits here to Yazoo, which is obviously the guy who built the base map, which I've used. It's a base map built by Yazoo, and I actually physically built the whole map on top of that. So it's a flat piece of ground to start with, and it comes with a few cell points and things, which I've just obviously moved around, and I've built everything around that. But this is the map. I'm going to just quickly do a rundown of the farm and just show you what it looks like. And I think to do that, let us go into flight mode, because that might be the best way to go. All right, so without further ado, welcome to Smallville, guys. This is basically the residence or the farmhouse. In the back there we've got a workshop. Just want to see why my speed multiplier is not working. It's supposed to be. It's because it's off. That's why. Nice. There you go. There's your repair station where you can do repairs. And then behind the workshop we've got the 3 garages, and then also your filling stations here in the back. The horse place there. Have a quick look at the equipment it comes with. I'm just going to do a quick rundown, guys. If you want to do check a full video, there is a video on my website, on my YouTube, of the whole farm and the whole map, basically. Just a quick run with all the vehicles. There's a lot to start with, and a lot of things to make you happy and smile. So in there is all your equipment, obviously. This side, all your plows and whatever, and trailers. Huge custom cow field that I've built, can handle 500 cows, which is very nice, obviously. And then the farm name, I had a lot of fun with this. The Boondocks. Yeah, I know it's quite a funny name. It's, when I lived in Mpumalanga, Nelspruit area, there was a farm close to Cape Maiden, and the guy actually changed it to a holiday farm, and he called that the Boondocks, and I just since then just fancied the name, so I thought I'll call this farm the Boondocks. Something funny. Here's our vehicle shop. Gas station there, some houses there. In the back is one of the sell points, which is the harbour. This side you've got a sell point. It's called the Seabreeze Inn, which is a motel or a hotel or whatever by the sea or by the lake. And in the back here we've got some nice this is the sawmill where you can do the wood chips and the logs and whatever you want. Like I say, I'm just not going to spend too much time. You can watch the video if you want some more information. And then the last one back in here, or before last one, is the animal dealer, where you can buy animals, you can do your wool and your everything here all together. Animal dealer there, the wool and cotton in the middle, and then the bales and the barn and whatever is there on the side. Great. Oh, and the BGA, I forgot about the BGA. That's the BGA here. What's nice about the map, what I've done, guys, to just show you on the lands, what I've done with the lands, for instance, the BGA, you can buy the BGA separate for 164. It saves you of buying a mod and installing the mod or whatever, And then also small little pieces of land like that, 76,000, which is not bad. That's the smallest piece of land that you can buy. And then field 20, I think, is the smallest one. No, it is 18 to 26. 18 is 226. Yeah, that is your smallest land that you can buy, and the biggest one, it's almost 30 hectares, is field 7, 1.9 million. That is your largest field that you can buy, and obviously that is the farm you start with. One big huge field, I think it's about 10 hectares, which is lekker, very nice. Here in South Africa we have a saying which is called lekker, you know, it means it is nice. Here's another sell point and a fuel station, and this is called the old, what did I call this thing, the old, something, something old. Oh my word. The old corner store, that's it, there it comes now. It takes a while, but we'll get there. Like I said, this one is almost 30 hectares, 27.57, and this one here is 9.7 hectares, this field, which is quite nice. And then on the farm itself is your bins for storing, and in here you've got your gas station. I've got a full working gas station here on the farm, and then I don't know if you've noticed that, but all your fill stations there for all your needs of planting and sowing and all the fertilizers and whatever. Chicken and sheep and pigs right here in the middle of the fields. So if you plant something nice for the chickens or the pigs or whatever, you can directly on your way to the fill station, to the silo, you can fill up your animals, which is quite nice. Great, man. Okay, guys, so let's get stuck in. The idea of this was to have fun and to just get stuck in and have a nice game. So yes, join me for the fun as we start this map and have a bit of fun on it. Alright, so first things first, I want to just toggle that speed multiplier down a little bit, because it's crazy running that fast, eh? There you go, that's better. And I like to have these things open in the day so that I can access the vehicles without having garages open and close all the time. Good, nice, man. Alright, so first things, let's have a look at the field. Obviously, what is the state of the field? Oh yeah, and we've also got multi-fruit, forgot to mention that. A lot of multi-fruit on the map. On this side also alfalfa there, and then all these are multi-fruit, which is very nice. Okay, growth state, it's cultivated, but I can guarantee you it's going to need ploughing. Yes, it needs ploughing, so we first have to plough, and in order to do that, let us take the plough with the JCB. I want to first of all sell the plough that the game comes with. Reason for that, I couldn't put a mod in the, I didn't want to put a modded plough in the with the map, you know, because then you have to add another mod to the map, and the map becomes eventually so big if you have sorry, all these mods on hanging around and attaching to the map files. It's much easier if you just download your own mods and just add them to the game as you like. Everyone does that anyways. But yeah, now that we've got the standard plough, this is the biggest plough in the base game that I could get, which it actually works nice. The problem with it is very long, and if you do corners with this, if you don't have a straight field where you can plough up and down straight, just plough a few headlands and then plough up and down straight, then you've got a problem, because the moment you try and drive corners with this plough, you run into problems. And that is my big issue with this plough. It's an inline plough, so yeah, obviously it staggers the discs, so they eventually become very long. And when you make corners, obviously you're going to have a problem. Great. So yeah, we're on our way to sell this. First things first. I think what I'll do is I'll buy a nice flexi coil. One of those 24 meters flexi coils. Those plows are nice because we've got a very nice base tractor. And the base tractor in this game is the Case Quadtrack. It's the first time I've added the a large tractor like that. In my previous map, Nevada SA, I just added I think the John Deere 8RT, I think if I'm correct. So let's sell this now. Right, and then we can quickly directly buy our new plow. So let's have a look what we got here. Good stuff. Great, man. I think what we'll go for is the flexi coil. I said that's a modded one. We'll buy that one. Nice, man. Right. I think that's the only addition that I'll have a quick change within the game. Sorry, a few basic settings. Don't like the engine start thing. Time scale, we can leave it at 5 for now. Traffic doesn't matter. I don't have traffic on the map. Stop and go, that's alright. Fuel usage, that always switch off. Plant growth, leave that at fast. Plant withering, that's all. Crop destruction, all that is alright. Let's give that a save, and there you go. That's just a quick look at how I like to just set up the base game, just to make a bit more sense, you know. I forgot, I've worked with this JCB before, because it's not really designed for this plow. It's got a very huge turning circle, so it can't turn too sharp because of the arms of the lift in the back. This doesn't have a big turning circle, a small turning circle, so you really struggle to make your ways around. But anyways, let's just give it a reverse there. We'll make it done. We'll make it. Oh, guys, just pop in some comments there at the bottom what you think of the map. Just consider, just to remember, so it's the first version of the map, and also I just built it in 7 days, so it's a 1 week build. You can't really expect much for a 1 week build. But I mean, just look right ahead at the large tree. I think I've put 2 of these large trees on the map. They are gigantic trees. It's acacia trees, so I've used them quite a bit in my previous map because they are very close to the type of trees in the area where I grew up, you know, so that's why I used that one. But I mean, have a look at that tree. Isn't it beautiful? I just put that in for the laughs, guys, just to have fun. Right, so what we're going to do is obviously leave this plow here, and then we'll go fetch the case, and we'll get on its case. There's obviously 1 or 2 small adjustments I need to make, which I've already picked up in the map. Like for instance, this little mud, this little oil spill there, it's not rendering so nice, so I need to adjust that. I need to switch off the vehicles now that I've switched off that automatic engine start thing. Great, so this is our monster tractor. I didn't put the largest engine in this one. I just started it with the standard engine, so I mean, even the standard engine of this plow, it's tough, it's demanded horsepower, power, or the same power need. And now you will see with the quad track, you've got a much better turning circle for this plow, which is obviously what we need. Great. Okay, so first things first. Obviously we need to unfold it. I think I've already made a course for it in courseplay. So we'll just set it on its way to the first waypoint, do some field work there, and go for it. Take it away. Why is it? Oh, it's still busy. There you go. Great, man. Great. just want to check that all is well. And if you look at this one, while it's busy ploughing, ploughs flexi coil, this one here, it needs 368 kilowatts. Wow, that's actually quite a lot. I didn't realize it's that much. I wonder if our quad track is going to, I think it's very close to the max that it's got in anyway on the standard. There we go, I think that was it there. Yeah, it's just over the bare minimum. It's the required power. Right, so while that is power, I think what we can do so long with the worker carry on there is, guys, yeah, I'd like to hear from you, man. What do you think of the map? I must say, I would love some comments if you guys want to share your thoughts. There is little things, you know, like for instance this little tires and that, you can move them about. I've made them all picked up, you can pick them up. Obviously you need the mod, a mod for that, the one that give you some super strength or whatever. Because I mean, without the mod it's unrealistic, you know, because in real life you'll be able to pick this tire up, you know. I don't think you'll be able to pick it up, but at least you'll be able to move it around in real life. So it's very unrealistic, the base power strength that they give this access. It's almost like they all are, you know, all the workers, including yourself, are a bunch of poofters, you know, because they can't pick up anything in the game. I mean, in natural life, you should be able to pick up your own weight. So if I weigh, say, 70 kilograms, you should at least be able to pick up 70 kilograms. And I mean, it's just not the case in the game. Crazy. Okay, so I think what we can do now, while our tractor is ploughing, our worker is going crazy there, let's grab the fence. This is one of the large tractor fence. It's the 1038. 1038. So let's go in here and let's grab the sewing machine and or the seeder as they call it, if you don't call it a seeder, a sewing machine or a sower, whatever. And let's get this guy connected and let's go start filling it up so long. Now this is a beast of a sower. I think it's 14 meters wide, which is quite nice. But what I like about this one, it's the Stara, of course. It's the Trailer 32, and it also has fertilizer in it, so it's a real bonus. Another thing what we must do first, obviously, spread some lime. I like to, just as a rule of thumb, do the lime before I do the Kenya JCB. Do the lime before you do the planting. Because as you all know, lime is only done once every third plant. So yeah, it's like the ploughing as well. Once every third plant is required. So let's hook up the lime spreader. Ooh. And guys, if you play the map and you find any issues or whatever stuff that you don't like or that you want to change, obviously there is nitty-gritty things. Like for instance, I already picked up when you do the other difficulties, like it starts from scratch mode, it doesn't remove the vehicles. I totally forgot to actually change that in the XML file, so that I will fill up. I will do that in the next version when I'm just going to do some changes. I like the nitty-gritty stuff, and I realized at night, if you drive at night, some of the lights, the illumination is not correctly set, so you get some flickering effect while you're driving in town, you know? So yeah, I need to change some of the lights things as well. It's tiny little things. Oh yes, and the direction of the equipment at the store when you buy new equipment, the direction settings. I need to do that as well. Just have the vehicles churn out in a in another direction, you know, so it makes it easier to collect them. Small things, you know, guys. It's not a heartbreak, but I like things to be right, you know. And when you build the thing in haste, like I did this map, you don't always realize after making it. You have to do some tests and see what is all the things that you actually want changed, you know. Just look at the sun moving. The shades here on the ground. Is that the sun moving? It looks like it is. I don't know why it's doing that. It is giving some different shades while it's moving. I'm just waiting for this guy to compost, and then we're going to jump in behind it with this lime spreading. Nice. Right. So one thing I don't really like about the JCB is also, I don't know if you've noticed, when you stand on a plowed field, it's as if the vehicle got the jitteries. Vehicles, they go crazy. They jump up and down when you stand on a plowed field. So anyway, let's quickly just build a course for this. I haven't built a course for this yet. It is field 1, and we want this thing is 18 meters wide. Working with make it 18 meters, and then let's put 10. 8 passes and see how far we get, just for fun. I think that should be close to what we want. Yeah, no, that's perfect. Nice, very nice. So we can almost drive in circles all the time. Good. I'm going to show you a trick as well with courseplay, which very little people know about. Let me show you a trick. I just want to save this quick. This would be line 18 meters. Right, so let's jump that into field 1. And then what you do, now normally if you spread line, let me quickly show you, everybody knows this, that if you spread line, machines tend to go very slow. I mean, look at this thing, 20 k's an hour, and it wastes a lot of lime that way. And by the looks of it, I don't think it's even spreading the whole. You see, it's leaving a gap, so I must actually make. Why is it doing that? It's not supposed to do that. Let me make a new course for it. But I'll show you a trick now where you can get full speed out of your vehicle with courseplay. It's quite fun. You can have your vehicle running full speed without having to get any less coverage, you know. Alright, so let's just do another course. I don't know why it's doing that. I haven't seen that before. Anyways, it's supposed to run. You know what? I'm just going to leave it. I don't want to. I know it should be 18 meters, so I don't know why it's not spreading 18 meters. But anyway, what you do with courseplay is instead of selecting field work, all you do is you select this one, and then you start your thing like this. Let's go. We first have to load a course. Sorry. Now cancel that course by the looks of it. Line 18 meters, we want that one. And then you say first waypoint, closest waypoint now, because we're not at the first one anymore. And then all you do is you go there, you press the B to start your equipment or your piece of equipment behind you, and then you say drive immediately after that. So there you go. And now you will see. Let's look at the speed. Why is it not spreading now? Oh my gosh. It's supposed to start spreading with the weasel. making me crazy here. I've done this a million times. I don't know why it's not working now. Right, let's try again. Course. Drive course, and then next closest waypoint. There you go. Okay, I think the difference is, just look at the speed. The difference is you press B to start the equipment, and then you press 3 to go cruise control, and then you start your course. And look at that now. Now what you can do, if the corners is too slow, like this one, it's wasting a lot of time in the corner, you just set the speed on the corners up a bit more, like, oh yes, and you turn your field speed up to max, like that, and then the corners you make about 30, because it will slow down for the corners. You'll see now. There you go. See that way? You can have a lot of more coverage with your line, which helps a lot, eh guys? It helps a lot. You can do that with your fertilizer. You can even do that while sowing with any implement with Courseplay, which is nice. But just don't tell the guys from Courseplay, because then they will change the code and then it doesn't work anymore if they know about it. Because this at the moment is very nice. You can use it and get away with a bit of more coverage, which I quite like that. I mean, in real life you can drive as fast as you want, you know, with a spreader. Obviously in real life you will stick to coverage, because otherwise in real life it will make a huge difference on your application if you don't cover it properly. Because in real life obviously it's about putting lime on the ground, not in the game. In the game it just covers a layer. Whether you run it at 5k or 50k, it's the same thing. Great. Oh, there you are, guys. We are liming our field and we are plowing our field, so we're getting there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to direct drill that this field with that seeder, so you don't need to even cultivate it, because it cultivates it automatically while you are planting or seeding. That's the nice thing about this equipment. If you look there, it's already got all the discs for cultivating and putting everything into the ground. There you can see the rippers in the middle, all the teeth. So yeah, everything, make it nice and smooth again. Obviously in real life you would first have to level your field after plowing, because otherwise it's going to be horrific for a planter to run over that. Oh yes, we wanted to fill this. So without further ado, let us get stuck in and fill up our equipment. I think if I'm correct, the seeder on this side. Let's just open it. I can't remember now. We'll just check now. Alright. Nope, the seeder is on the other side. Okay. But not to worry. It's easy to turn it around. I must say it is a huge, very nice big planter of cedar. Now, why is it not filling? I'm probably not in the trigger. Let's get a bit closer. Let's have a look. How's that? There you go. That's much better. I'm going to fill it up because it's a fairly big field. It's 10 hectares, so who knows how long it's going to take to, how much seed it's going to take. So now let's just fill it up. Let me see if I can. Yes, I can do the fertilizer from this side as well. Nice. Okay. I see all the little things are filling up all the same. So I suppose your fertilizer is in the back. To me, it looks like all the small bins are the seed, and then the big 2 bins in the back is the fertilizer. Yeah. Although you can't see the fertilizer from here. The rain. Okay, so let's just make sure that 2 tractors don't have an accident here. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I already have a course for the planting, yes, for the sowing. So let's load that, send this guy on his way. Now with this thing, maybe we can, I'm just going to run its normal speed, nearest first waypoint. And what shall we plant? I wanted to plant tobacco on this. I know this thing can take tobacco. Very nice. And let's go for it. So I'm going to quickly jump to this tractor. Oh, it's empty, man. That's why it's running like crazy, but nothing's happening. Okay, so let us. Also good, because I think it was on its way to have an accident there with the tractor, with the other one. Let's add some more fertilizer here. So just lift up that arm so we can get you nice and close. I mean, that field is close to 10 hectares, guys. It's quite a big field, eh? Gonna make quite a bit of bucks with the tobacco on that. Okay, now in order to see where we left off, obviously we have to put on the waypoints. I think it might be best to take a drive around and see what was the last point where it was spreading. Oh gosh, it only did like 2 rounds by the looks of it. 2.5 maybe. See, that guy is starting to do his up and down. Yes, this is the last spot. I don't know about you guys, but I'm rarely worried about that little pieces where it doesn't cover. Okay, once again, just for the fun of it, we're going next closest waypoint. All right. So what you do, you start the spreader. Hit the speed control, and then once it's, oh my gosh, I forgot to load lime. Oh my word, guys. Alright, that is now fertilizer. That is not good. So this is bad. What are we going to do now? My bad, guys, my bad. You're probably laughing like crazy now, but this is just how life is, you know. I've been talking too much nonsense and totally forgot that we can actually supposed to put lime in there. Alright, I'm not too sure if I can unload this here, but let me try. Control I. No space to unload. Okay. So it's just going it. It's just dropping it in containers, or what do you call these things, little bags. Alright, So we'll have to manually load that later on. Guys, why don't you warn me, man? Now I spent all this time filling it up with fertilizer, which is not bad because we're gonna have to fertilize it anyway in the second round, because it's only planter is only fertilizing the first round. So yeah, anyways. And I'm working 3 tractors on the field now all at once. So it's a bit scary because the other 2 might jump, might get to connect to each other. You know? So I want to get back as fast as possible. But luckily this one's almost finished. I think it's got 2 more passes by the looks of it. Yeah, 2 more ups and downs and it should be finished. Alright, let's give this another go. Okay, so the trick is, let's have a look. Start the spreader, hit the speed to cruise, max speed, and then just say drive the course. And then it should hit max speed from there. Let's check our speeds, everything again. I normally put my reverse speed at 12 on all the equipment, 6 k's an hour. It's a tad slow, but anyways, there you go. You can even set that corner speed maybe to 40, because it's still a bit. The other thing you can do is you can set this to max speed here by the speed. But I've found sometimes, especially on a tight corner like that, the guy runs like make a huge turn. So sometimes it doesn't always work as well as you think, you know. Good, right. So now we have 3 workers running our farm and doing the whole field for us. I think by the looks of it, we're going to have another fill of line before this field is done. It's crazy if you think of it. Anyway, it's just how it is with this spreaders. But luckily with my trip and my trick, you actually get far more coverage. At least almost double what you should have gotten. If you look at the speed, you average about 20 on the normal speed of this spreader, and now it's roughly about, to average about 40. Ooh, go! Phew, it was close. Almost had an accident. Oh no, that's good guys. It was a bit of nerve-wracking moment there. Touch and go, I say. Touch and go, guys. Right, let's. I'm gonna leave the waypoints on, visible, just for now, because obviously once this thing is finished, which is not too far from now, it's less than half left. Our case there, it is getting close to being finished, so it's just going to make a U-turn there and then one up and then it's finished. Nice. I'm glad that's done. And I think this guy is going to be able to make one more turn, one more round, and then it's also going to be empty. So I must just keep an eye on this because I don't want to let it run around again and become empty again, you know, like previous round. I must say this flexi coil is a very nice plough. It does the job. There's also a cultivator in the flexi coil range, which is very nice. I think I might have to intervene now here with this. No, it's going to make it again. Oh, what a pleasure. What a pleasure, man. What a pleasure. I know the seeder has got enough seed there to. I'm sure the seeder will make this field with one tank. But we'll keep an eye on that a bit later on once we finish with this limey job. Good. Right. Birds flying away there. Get out of our way. It's amazing how this the lime spreaders, how much lime they chuck out. It is crazy amount of lime. But anyways, we're going to have to fill it one more time. It won't use a full tank, but I mean I'm going to fill it anyway, just for the heck of it. Okay, so we can stop the spreader. Stop the worker anyways, and then stop the spreader. Okay, I think our case is finished. Yes, there it is. It reached the end. While this is filling up, I'm going to quickly just fold that case and get it back to the fob. Okay, here we go. Okay, so stop this driver. Nice. Thanks, bud. Very good job. Very good job. All done. That's how quick you can plow a 10 hectare field with a flexi coil of 24 meters wide. That is awesome. Now obviously this plow is so big it's not going to fit into that garage, so I'm not going to even try. I'm going to rather store it here under one of these big storage things. So let us go there, pop it in there. It's the most nicest thing to reverse equipment with one of these tandem type of vehicles. It's so easy to park things, you know. So easy. Yeah, a little bit more like that. I think that will just do the trick. Right, guys, and I think we are full now again. So let us go. I wanted to say earlier on the JCB, the front windscreen has got something is not nice with this. It's got some glare on it. If you can look at it, it's not the lights. I don't know why it's got that glare on it. But anyway, I don't like that. It's something that can really work on. So it's a bad glare, you know. I don't like that. Right, this is where we left off, I believe. So let's do the trick again. Let's just go outside with our little external view function, and then we go switch on. Let's first bring up this control. So it's switch on, hit the speedo, cruise, and say drive. Well, we live and learn, I always say, guys. We live and learn. That's my old saying, and that's the truth. It's all fun and games. Life is just about fun and games. If you don't know in life how to have fun, it's time that you learn, my friend. It's time that you learn. Even at work, you can have fun. You can have fun doing even the worst job of all. You can still have fun doing it. I've been there, I know. Okay, anyways, here we are, guys, at the end of our course. Let's just switch off everything, fold it up, and there you go. Another job done. One of these things has got a cover. Strangely, it doesn't have a cover. I would have loved to put a cover over it, you know. especially when you leave stuff in equipment, always important to cover it. In real life, obviously, you won't leave equipment full of anything, you know, there's corrodes and that's all kinds of unnecessary stuff. And I must say, this JCB also steers nicely with its 4-wheel steering, really, really nice. Good, that's it, man. Let's leave that for now. Let's just check up on our other worker, how far this guy's got. Just to show you guys, we're planting at 10 k's an hour. I'm going to just let it do the corner, and then we're going to stop it and work our trick on this and see if it can plant faster. I know some vehicles just refuse, but most of them you can use this trick to do it. So what you do is you go there, set this to next closest waypoint. Is it down? It's not down. It must be down. Hit the speedo cruise, so you can start planting, and then once it's on speed, you just say to it, go there, and then you just turn up the speed. The field speed, I normally make the field speed max, and there you go. But it's not planting. Why is it not planting? The reason? It switched off the planter. Okay. So let us continue back to where we started. It's supposed to be planting. Naughty, naughty. Very naughty. Just check our waypoint. Is this now the waypoint? Yeah, it is it. To quickly have a look if I've done everything right here. Next closest waypoint, that's it. Drop it down, start the planter or the sower and hit the speedo cruise. Just want to see if it is manually planting. Yes, it is. And then you just say to it, drive the course. That's much better. That's much better. Alright, here you can see we're almost planting double speed. Obviously it's got more to do with the resistance of the actual equipment. So on your planters and plows and that, you will at least get double speed out of it using this trick. Which is nice, guys, which is nice. You can't say that you haven't learned something from Farmer Bob's channel, eh? And if you knew that already, great, good for you, man. But for the guys who didn't know, it's a good tip and really helps a lot, you know. I mean, 20 k's an hour, it's actually it is doable in real life, but I don't think it's very realistic. You know? But yeah, for the game, I can go with that. And I know we will definitely finish this field with 1 ton of seed and fertilizer. Right, so while this guy is busy doing the seeding for us or sowing, let us think what else we can do. Okay, guys, I don't want to waste too much time on the first video, so let us leave the video here and just call this the first episode. And then if you would like to let us know what we could do next, maybe in the form of animal husbandry, if you'd like me to maybe farm with some cows or whatever, just let me know in the comments. That would be nice. And then also some ideas on the map, what you think for a week build? Is it? Do you like the map, or just give some opinion? I appreciate that. Well, guys, you have a wonderful day, man. And Farmer Bob. And for now, until next time, see you again. Take care.